Alrighty then. Welcome on in everyone. Allow me to formally introduce to you all Queen Thrifty, third of her name. Take a gander. Queen Thrifty is overconfident and an investor and a ninth fist. So initially we're going to go for an authority ambition. Should that authority ambition fail, we will instead deviate to a trade ambition, but we're also pro-faith in general. We like to take the direct approach and we'll always go ourselves to handle an event if that's an option. And we prefer to spend money on things that will help the kingdom long term and only ever common tax. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. No heavy taxes here, no cruel taxes here. No bribes either, but anyway, yes, we're also pro Grandee and pro High Inquisitor. We don't want any more cults. So knock it off with these cult shenanigans. That's it. Only common taxes, that's why I hate the monarch. What? So yeah. Cult-wise, at the minute, the Chiefs have a cult of trade. So they're going to want to boost their trade to 10 if they can. They have a gemling, which is a hordling that is covered in gems. Where did that come from? Well, it was the crystal pox. I'll do all my homework, I swear. I promise you all, I'm going to do the homework. Okay, this week I'm going to get back on it. We're going to get back on it, and I'm gonna do the proper write-ups for stuff going on in the kingdom. The Steel Ghoul and St. Umber met on the battlefield is the narrative we're going for, as both the Counts and the Grandees are going for a military ambition, and it appears St. Umber showed up and whopped the Steel Ghoul. Picked the Steel Ghoul up, pushed him into the ground, and broke him. So the Count's military cult is tarnished, which means that should it come to fruition, the trait that it will generate will not be a negative one. I will not be playing the game in hard mode off the back of that cult. All the other cults will impose one that's counterintuitive to the ambition. Fun fact, an English monarch has hated for not taxing peasants heavily enough. Yeah. It sounds about right. Oh dear. Anyway, welcome on in. So that's the name of the game. So here we are. Let's get a look at the state of the realm. So the Chiefs, generally speaking, cult-wise, want to get their trade to 10. Counts and Grandees both want 10 military. So it looks like the Grandees are the closest to getting their cult fulfilled. Counts are the furthest away. Military-wise, yeah, 704. Looking a bit rough. I think, generally speaking, we do need to do something about these, this 2 trade and 0 military. Those are the areas where the kingdom is in crisis, so I will probably try and do things to buff them up. What path we're taking? I just went over it, but yeah, there you go, buddy. It's authority and trade are the 2 archetypes we got, so we're going to be going for an authority one initially. Maybe a sainthood one, because we're also pro-faith. But yeah, that's the gist of it. But hey, welcome on in. Let's go through everyone that's here. Welcome. All of our chiefs. We have with us Chief Whopper, Chief Advisor, Chief Simsies, and Chief Wolf Warrior. Welcome on in to our chiefs. Welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy your time with us today. Counts, we have Count Wandering Chatter and Count Weldris. underrepresented, a little understaffed after a big war. To be expected. Let's see if you guys can hang in there. But welcome on in. I appreciate you being here. Couldn't play the game without you. Literally couldn't play the game without you. Because if one of the regions is empty, we can't start. Grandies, welcome on in. We got Grandy Swedish Leprechaun, Grandy Lolt II, Grandy Morgrim, and Grandy Merrow. Welcome on in to all of our Grandies. I love you. It's going to be so good. I'm going to look after you so much. The South is going to get so big. Thank you very much for siding with the Crown in last week's Civil War. Right, welcome on in, everyone. Let's begin, as always, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I'm the greatest queen who ever lived. I will rule over the realm with unsurpassed majesty. All shall know me, all shall love me, and all shall be right with the world. I see. You're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. It's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright. The Thrifty line hasn't lost yet. Let's glad hands with you all, let's see you all.
Now that you're the Queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles.
What have we got from the Chiefs? Hello, Wolf Warrior.
Good luck in the days ahead, Your Greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot.
Who have we got from the Counts of the East? Hey, it's Weldris, welcome on in. In honour to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness, I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. And finally from the Grandies of the South, it's Merrow. May the Knife God bless your reign, Your Holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Okay, what are we doing for the coronation now? First vote of the game. All we know going into this vote is that I want authority.
Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your parent, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Well, let's get it over with then.
Shall we call the nobles in?
Alright. I hate this. But I suppose I would invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. Trade is important. I don't mind doing that. That will give a little buff to everyone's trade, so we'll all be a little healthier. And it will probably get Chiefs out of the crisis zone. I think the Chiefs' economy is at a point where it's falling apart. So let's do this, and we can bounce up the Chiefs' economy. Vote how you please, everyone. First vote of the game. Type exclamation mark vote followed by A, B, C, or D. The item with the most votes will be enacted upon and take effect. Wealth. Yes, everyone will get 300 gold from this as well. So I guess you could say this is the first of many small bribes. There's only one vote left to go. But we know what way I'm leaning. So I think it's going to be fine. Oh, thank you, Whopper. Okay, there we go. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celeste Ath and it's only appropriate for you to show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand atop a golden podium. The awed crowd includes such influential figures as Dukes of Saul, the Princes of Tavling, even a pearl-bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Only the Grand Pensionary Kerf is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. Right, Kerf didn't show up, but that's fine. We should be good. Eyes down, everyone. It's time to pick our schemes. Ursa of the Advisor clan with the characteristic chief blue hair. Well-known northern rascal stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Thrifty the Third. How do we make it happen? Alright, chiefs, goals are A. Sorcery, cutting a deal with a wizard. B. Uprising, inciting a peasant revolt. Or C. Prophecy, dare you find the old stones and summon the Lord Render to strike me down. What's it gonna be? Please vote A. What, just because you want the fig rolls? It's been a while since we've seen him. Them, I believe, actually. Them, I believe it is for... Oh, what's the skeleton's name? Gamba? Okay. Oh, it's not a Gamba. Who's the outstanding chief? Wolf Warrior, Simses, Whopper. Advisor, you can turn this into a tie. They down for Bizk. Yes, Bizk, that's right. Alright, oh, okay, cool. There we go. Prophecy it is. The chiefs plan to realise an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Oof. Oh, hello here. Oh, and hello Teeny. Hello, welcome on in. You've joined just in time. Mara of the Teenybert Dynasty, looking like a true villain, an eccentric political fixer, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Thrifty the Third wears the crown. What shall it be? All the the count specials are here. We got Blood Ritual, where you're going to summon a demon. You got Ascension, where you're going to offer me immortality in exchange for the throne. And Possession, where you're going to summon a demon in my head. What's it going to be, counts? What's the plan of attack? Right, I'm going to go put my coffee mug by the sink. Give me a moment. Oh, lordy. Okay, here we are. Ascension it is. Lower own faith. The counts plan to induct the Queen into their secret cult and offer her immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 5, so they've got to lose 1 point of faith. Gojo Yets. Gojo Yes. Thank you for the follow there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Feel free to join. Or just relax and enjoy the show. I appreciate it. Carmen of the Lolt lineage, sinister southern firebrand, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. Carmen looks another blue-haired pretender. Looks a bit sour, looks a bit grumpy. Earthfell's pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, This is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. What's it gonna be? How will we put Carmen on the throne? Will it be a subterfuge to replace my inner council with Grandees, doppelganger to find a body double to replace me with, or intimidation where you're going to infiltrate the palace with armed men and force me to submit? All nice generic ones. No special subterfuge. There's some military raising options. Intimidation is the way we go, I guess. The Grandees plan to hold the Queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the Spy Master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It's currently at 6, so we're looking good. Alright, so today's Rogues Gallery, we've got Ursa, the ambitious vassal in the north. The Chiefs are pursuing the prophecy scheme to start off with. For the first stage of their scheme, they need to raise the kingdom's authority to 5 in 2 seasons. Currently at 6. Currently passing. We've got Mara, our treacherous half-sibling, in the east. The counts are pursuing the Ascension scheme. And to pass the first stage of that scheme, they need to make sure their faith is 4 or less in 3 seasons' time. Currently at 5. And finally, Carmen, our embittered step-sibling in the south, pursuing the intimidation scheme. The Grandees need to make sure the kingdom's stability is 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. Sounds good. Well, come on in. That's the state of play. What have we got here? Oh, Iron Choice. Yes, I like authority. Authority is good. We'll have that. Lovely. Lovely. I was saying, I forgot. No wonder Kerf didn't come to my coronation. I forgot. This is, oh. Okay, let's deal with this. Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of Salvin Gaul to collect what we are owed. Wait, what? Your parent took out a loan. The debt has passed down to you. You owe us a grand total of 3,750. Can I extend the terms of my loan? We'll be willing to grant you yet another year at the same rate in exchange for a 20% down payment of 750 gold. Fine. Here you go. We'll be back in 1 year for the rest. Right. Okay. The quest has been issued. We need to get, what was it? 3,000 and something? This is why I tried to throw you in the river. I should have listened. I should have gone in the river. Oh dear. Not off to a very good start, are we? No, you can't keep paying interest. Next time they're going to want the whole lot. We're going to regret that common tax pledge. We really are. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Whopper. The kingdom could lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion. My people, your people are avalanched. Oh, no. Wait. 5D chess. If we get another bankruptcy event, we can raise more money from that bankruptcy event. No. You know what? If you do this, I want authority for it, okay? You are an investor though? Yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to pay for financial aid to help rebuild the village or what have you. But I don't like it. I don't like it. It's going to be very uncomfortable. This is less than desirable. Okay, that's 10 votes total. 1 vote remaining. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we are committed. We are committed. Your funds go towards resettling the survivors in neighbouring villages with enough gold to see them through the winter. And Chief Whopper skims a little off the top, of course, for her trouble. You're welcome, Whopper. Okay, just the honour guard now. One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watches standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding him up. This is unacceptable. Sorry, your majesty. Last week, a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper bike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. The council forced money into my pocket. Okay, alright, yeah, tell yourself that, if that's how you sleep at night. Get a new pike right now, Palace Watch. I tried, but the quartermaster was too drunk. I can only apologise, your majesty. The Palace Watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honour guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? Northern soldiers would be good. I'd prefer the Northern soldiers to come give training because I like, well, either of these boosts authority, so it's all good really. Vote how you will. But I mean, if we do B, then the Chiefs will be happier, right? Oh lordy. Oh lordy lordy. A tie? 5-4? 6-4. Okay, 6 is a winning vote. The Chiefs are honoured that their martial prowess is acknowledged. A squad of hardy northern warriors soon whip your watch into shape. Though by all accounts some of your watch's incompetence rubs back off on them. If one thing's clear from this mess, you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, your majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. I've made a decision. You already know, right, from my roleplay, you already know. I await the verdict with bated breath. It's the Southern Nuns. None are done. I will make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently in their solemn steel mask, betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. So we got the nuns. Our first auction, everyone. Alrighty, so if you're a chief and you're me, You may want B, the monument, to bolster authority even further. If you're a grandee, you may want F, the library, to boost stability even further. And if you're a count, you may want C, the observatory, to drag your faith down a notch. Other than that, everything else is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Fortress is nice. Cathedral is nice. These things fit the regions that they're in. I'm going to open the nobles list so you can see not only your own gold, but everyone else's gold. And we're going to start the auction right now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you'd like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. You got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay in chat, so try not to miss out, and I'll type in chat when 10 seconds are left. At a minute, C&D, Observatory Thieves Guild, cutting ahead. Counts want to lose both faith and trade, apparently. A is coming in now, so C and A, Observatory and Fortress. Here we are. E's making a bid. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, go, 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 go. Right, what was the end result of that? Faith down, military up. Okay. Okay. I see how it be. I see how it be. You could have given me more authority, and you decided to give me an observatory and a fortress. I see. I see. What do we got here? What do we got? A curious discovery. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that took place in the north. Yes, I remember a tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may have been one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Ooh. This could be it. Alright, everyone. This could be the windfall we need to turn around our economy. We're not going to show it back up. Someone's got to go down there and dig out some treasures for us. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Don't worry, we're about to turn this enterprise around. I'm going to go to the bathroom while you vote. Alright, scholars it is. Scholars it is. Thank you, everyone. Oh, we got a new noble who joined us. Ganahan, welcome. Welcome to the East, Ganahan. A team of scholars are sent forth to investigate, accompanied by a few officers of the watch to ensure their safety. You hope to hear back from them soon. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Right, finding a spouse.
Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind?
What do we want? D3, what did we roll? Anyone will do, Chancellor, anyone, but can you find someone with lots of cash money?
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
I don't care about influence. Wealth. Send it to the wealthiest ones. I'm in debt. I'm in debt. Bankruptcy's looming. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options, sir. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. We're gonna have to crack open some tombs. Printing solves everything. The buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. I'm not happy about it, but ugh. You ordered a royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, and precious jewels. Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer, however, and the church denounces you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. It's not greed. It's not greed at all. I need it. I need it to pay off my debts. God damn it. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant queen, and the warrior who will overthrow her. A congregation of God speakers huddle around the tablets, detailing the supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. We have grave concerns about the economy, so do I.
Praise Morgana, the tablets! They are genuine! Then the gods are good, and we are blessed. Ursa will be our queen. All hail the Lord Render!
Cheers circle the clan hall. A mug of ale is tipped over Ursa's head.
The people of the north are rising. Grala's warriors are already pledged themselves to us.
Blue hair mode.
The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Ursa. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Currently have 7. 7 whole faith. I'm not even going to look. Common tax, everyone. Alright, let's just do that. Let's just move on with our lives. Scholars return! Bizarre news from the tomb in the north, Your Majesty. The scholars of Quail University have finished their excavation. Is there treasure? Inside, they made contact with an army of warriors made entirely from ice. The frozen soldiers declared their loyalty to King Bajanulf and asked to be taken to him. Is this a joke? No, Your Majesty, I'm as baffled as you are. King Bajanulf died 400 years ago. He was a king back when the North was independent. The Ice Warriors have trouble understanding this, though. Well, what do we suggest we do here? King Bajanulf is interred in the Hall of Heroes in Wintergate. We could take them to see his skeleton. Perhaps that will persuade them he's dead. A foolish idea. We should break them apart and try to figure out how their magic works that powers them. I did not ask you, Easterner. Yanahan coming in with the book. Now. Gamba? Is there a Gamba option?
Don't see anything. If we do B, you know what? I'm gonna say let's try B. Let's take them apart. I'm hoping this will lead to an event where we'll make money off this. Sound good? I can't remember what happens when we do this. D? Well, that won't lead to money. Yeah, I'm gonna try B, I hope. We'll offset the authority loss and we'll see what it leads to. Like, I imagine they struggle, but then and you know, that's why there's military loss. But once we do that, hopefully we'll get another event where we'll be like, hey, we've uncovered the secret of ancient magic. Money! Alright, it's close, but that's, what? 5, 4, 9 of you have voted. Okay, 10 of you have voted. It's tied up between B and D. 3, 2, 1... Let's see what it does. When your soldiers tried to take one of the Ice Warriors captive, the other Icelings drew their swords and attacked. The result was a bloody massacre. The Ice Warriors have proven formidable opponents, and Quell University is mourning the loss of its finest archaeologists. Oh. The Frozen Army is now oh no. Frozen Army has now taken over nearby mountain fortress and declared themselves an independent fiefdom, still loyal to a dead king. Okay. Indie... Ice Warriors in North. Bit of a whoopsie, that one. Bit of a whoopsie. Bit of an oopsie whoopsie do. What's the rumblings? Your Majesty, we've been hearing disturbing rumblings from the university. Not again. Do they want money? I fear it may be more serious than that. More serious than money. There are rumours of secret meetings and late-night gatherings. The rumour is they're examining the rules of succession, the very rules that put you on the throne. Who knows what conclusions they may come to. Right, we cannot afford... I don't want to spend money. I don't want to... I want to just summon the scholar immediately. They're angry half of them died in the north. They probably are. That's probably what it would be about. Summon the scholar. What's it gonna be? Yeah. Bring the scholar to me. I shall talk to them. Who have we got in? Shadow Moon, hello. And Annette, hello. Welcome to the north and welcome to the east, respectively. Annette, hello. Everyone say hello to Annette in chat. Welcome on in. Alrighty. The university acknowledges your request, but no scholar appears that day, or the day after, or the day after that. Okay. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Okay, everyone, here's the deal. I need money. Okay, I need money to make things work, and I need someone that's not going to be an embarrassment or let me down. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels for now. Each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Finn. That moustache. This is Finn, firstborn son of the Northerner Annette clan. He's your typical northern lad, big, brawny and honest, in the same way an axe to the face is honest. Spends most of his time ranging mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. People say nurses a grudge though. Neutral. I mean, I don't mind any of this, but, you know, not a negative, but not a positive either. My sexy son, he's pretty dapper. Dapper chapper over here. If the other two are negative, then probably. This is Desdomina, eldest daughter of the Eastern Shadow Moon Dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. Is she smiling? She has a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. The other counts think she's mad because she treats the peasants too nicely. That sounds expensive, and this sounds like she's going to want to reduce taxes. No, thank you. Sorry, Shadow Moon. And finally from the south, Serafina, eldest daughter of the Swedish leprechaun lineage. A formidable woman. The southerners say her heart is as cold as a northern winter. Like me in the south, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have some terrible nicknames for her. We do like the grandees and we do like faith, but... damn it, the counts would be the political option, and I didn't like them at all. Don't want to be a liability around the peasants. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Yeah, commoners don't like her, so it'll be Finn. I've made my decision. Finn of the North. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements. Alright, okay. In a tiny village, far to the east, 2 counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Another priest left the estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. Well, come on in, wandering chatter, looking dapper. I've heard the same all across the east. We're no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Now we must not falter. If the queen grows proud, we can offer her the ultimate reward, immortality. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, Ice Fortress. Can we get money? The Ice Warriors in the north have occupied an old ruined castle. They're rebuilding it and declaring themselves an independent fiefdom, still loyal to the long-dead king, Bajanulf. We can't let this stand. They're a threat and must be dealt with. It's true. What should we do? What am I gonna do? B. Deliver them the crumbling skeleton of King Bajanulf. Send an envoy? Do nothing. Why is do nothing a coin toss? I don't know. What does everyone think? I don't believe I've got... I'd probably want to be proactive about it, so I probably don't want to do nothing. Yeah, we'll avoid that. See what you think, everyone. What do we want to do? I mean, if we give them the crumbling skeleton, will they pay us money? Can I get money? I want money for my debt. Or else we're going to end up going to war with Kurth with no military. And total votes, there's 4 of you left to vote. Okay, 12. I think that's most of you. 7's a winner either way. I will make the arrangements for King Bajanov's skeleton to be delivered to the Ice Warrior's fortress, Your Majesty.
Wait, King Bajanov was one of the greatest kings of the North, and his ancestor spirit will be furious if his body is removed from its rightful place in the Hall of Heroes. You can't do this.
Deal with it. I mean, what? Okay, Chiefs, do we leave the body in the Hall of Heroes? Who have we got in the Chiefs? How are we feeling? Or do you want to send wave upon wave of men to go die instead? What are we doing? Where are we? How did we get here? Monarch choice? Any preferences? Doesn't seem like deal with it. Okay, people are saying deal with it. Okay, deal with it. It takes some time for King Bajanov's mouldering skeleton to make a perilous journey from the Hall of Heroes to the Ice Warriors' secluded mountaintop fortress. You hear reports that when the Ice Warriors gazed upon their dead creator, they let loose an eerie, otherworldly howl. For hundreds of miles around, the crops rotted in the fields and the birds fell from the sky. After that, realizing their creator had been dead for centuries, they shattered into 1,000 razor-sharp pieces. Oh. Ice Warriors in the north. Done. That's it. They all just shattered. What's the scholar got to say? Your Majesty, you wanted to see someone from the university? Finally, you're very late. The Provost sends her most humble apologies, Your Majesty. We were engaged in epoch-defining work. There have, I hear, been rumblings. I recommend peppermint and rosemary to settle the stomach, Your Majesty. Is there anything I should be worrying about? I imagine the onset of gout would be a concern to you, Your Majesty. This man is a buffoon, Your Majesty. We should rid the kingdom of such ignorant minds. At least, that's my opinion. But matters concerning Quell University fall under the control of the council by ancient laws of Queen Alma herself. Even such trivial matters as to what to do with a weasel like this. You know what? If we do this, I want all the authority to offset the stability loss. Okay, that's what I want. But sending him back is fine. Everlasting ice cubes. Ooh. Could be. Didn't think about that for the Ice Warriors. Okay, 8 votes for sending him back. That's what we're gonna do. The scholar nods without much courtesy and then hurries back to the university, clearly worried he has fallen behind with his work. Your wedding to Finn is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike from across the realm travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're not the only one. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Finn at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do, Archie, yes. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Finn delivers a short but heartfelt toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. By the time you find yourself alone with Finn, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. I miss the north. It's too warm down here, and people twist their words. They don't mean what they say. What do you mean? Everyone down here speaks in circles, insulting each other without really insulting each other. I don't know how you stand it. You get used to it. I suppose you were born into it, weren't you? Had no choice but to get used to it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your husband is happy to take his time getting to know you. In the south, beneath the scorching sun, Grandee Lolt II strolls through his vineyard in the company of a few close friends. Our plans are getting better than expected. The Spymaster thinks all is well with the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Please don't dishonour me by comparing me to a mouse. Speak plainly or not at all. Apologies, my friend. In plain terms, then, our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. We already control the Honour Guard. If we can buy the loyalty of the Watch, we'll have complete control of the palace. The next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. This is not good. Everyone's past the first stage of their scheme. Oh no. Chiefs want to lower faith to 4 or less. That's probably not going to happen. The counts want to make sure authority stays high. That's going to happen because I like authority. And the Grandees need to lower treasury to 1,500 or less. Let's see if the loan gets recalled. Debt collection is here. A new book. Here we go. The Archbishop walks into your office and places a bottle of wine on your desk. Your Majesty, a monk in the south by the name of Gilderith has been writing a history of the kingdom. His assessment of your predecessor on the throne is full of praise. Since you're Monarch the Thrifty's direct heir, this makes you look good too. So no downsides? No downsides. I'll leave you to enjoy your wine, Your Majesty. There we go. Everyone's happy. Thrifty II was great. Your Majesty, the situation in the east is dire. Our peasant levies have suffered dreadfully in the last few seasons and are now refusing to serve in any future military action. I'm worried for the safety of my fellow counts. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the east. Who knows what will happen if our people are without protection? It's true. That's true. I can't afford to spend money. The military recruitment campaign B, I think, is our best bet. But I don't mind what we go for. Alrighty, I'm going to go to the bathroom and get a fresh drink. I'll be back. Vote as you please, everyone. So, who wants to make bets? I reckon it's going to be fine. 80%, what could go wrong? Surely the peasants just need encouragements. Posters featuring your likeness pointing at the reader with text saying, Queen Thrifty III needs you, are soon plastered throughout the East. Once again, you're thankful for the superstitious common folk. Perhaps only out of fear, the peasants across the East lined up for armed duty. The counts are most pleased. There we go. Now, this is the big one. Greetings, Your Majesty. I am here on behalf of Southern and Gaul to collect what we are owed. Oh dear. You owe us a grand total of 3,750 gold. Really that much? Accounting for interest, yes. I still can't afford it. It does not pay to defy Southern and Gaul, Your Majesty. We will return to the Republic of Gurf and inform the Grand Pensionary that you are refusing to pay your debts. This is a rough one, everyone. Okay. So war with Gurf seems inevitable. There's nothing to boost military. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, not counts. Wait, chiefs. Chiefs may want B, the observatory, to lower their faith. Counts may want the monument to further boost authority, but they're pretty safe. I reckon it should go anywhere. Let's not forget as well that the chiefs are pursuing trade for their cult, so they may want the Grand Bazaar. And the aqueduct here could be quite nice to further bolster the farming of the south. Here is everyone, and how much money they got. Kitty, welcome on in. Kitty, you're the last one to join. Welcome on in, welcome to the north. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. How are we looking here? D&B? Thieves Guild and Observatory. Where's the Thieves Guild come from? And hey, welcome on in. Who joined there? Nilawa, welcome. 10 seconds, folks. 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Okay, so the Counts lost some trade and the Chiefs lost some faith. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a trade war. Your Majesty, the Republic of Gurf has levied extreme trade sanctions against us for our perceived crimes against them, notably your inability to repay your loan from Southern Gaul Bank. What can we do about it? That's for the council to decide. Gurf must also be suffering from this, but we can't afford to wait them out. Our people will soon run out of basic necessities. What would I want to do? We're overconfident, an investor. I think I don't. We're going one way or the other. We're either gonna further antagonize Gurf, or we're gonna concede to Gurf to make things work. One or the other. One or the other. absolutely will not be bringing Ashmead into the fold. We absolutely do not want their silly Kuldavoga religion coming in. We're a country that celebrates the 9th. So whatever we do, we're going to do it strictly with Kurth. Okay, 8 of you have voted. We got a 5-3. Half of you have yet to vote. If you've yet to vote, now's the time. 3, 2, 1. Ding ding. Okay, winner winner. Oh dear, oh dear. How did I fool your highness? Let's show these Kurth bastards that we're made of sterner stuff. Okay. Although, after another month of sanctions, your nobles changed their tune. By blood of the dead, we must give Kurth what they want. I'm bleeding money over here. Why should we suffer because of your grievances? At the very least, you take solace in the fact that Kurth is suffering too. The trade war continues with no end in sight. Oh wait, I should have done this last. Your marriage to Finn has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. It'll be my youngest cousin. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make it the arrangements at once. Your Majesty, something is definitely happening in the university. People are massing outside the Library of Old Law. People in the university? This is surely witchcraft. Maybe, or worse, they may be educated. The law is too precious to leave to scholars or the people, surely. Oh. You know what? I'm going to say, let it work and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to do it via iron choice to hopefully offset the authority loss. Let it work and we'll see what it does. I've got, oh my god, scholars and Kurth all the time. All the time, I can't stand them. Why can't they just leave me alone? I haven't even got to spend any time with my husband. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. The council agrees that nothing is to be done about the potentially sedacious activities of the scholars at Quayle University. Over the next few months, the Library of Old Law becomes a nexus for revolutionary rhetoric. People talk openly about your legitimacy on the throne. Republicans. Ugh. Back in the north, chiefs sit around a narrow table, their flagons running low after a long night of scheming and drinking. Bah, that prophecy is starting to look like a bunch of hogwash. Why hasn't anyone turned against the church and that pompous archbishop? Give it time. The people are misguided, but Morgana will show them the way. The chief's aim is to lower faith to 4 less. Okay. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandee Lolt II has invited his closest confidants to his manor house for some wine, cheese, and a little treason. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The Queen is paying the Palace Watch enough that their loyalties cannot easily be swayed. So, we have some of the watch in our pocket, isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. The Grandee's stat goal is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Common tax for everyone. I hate it, but there we go. No. Oh no. Why the songstress as well? Let's deal with this first. This is bad news, Your Majesty. Oh no. The Republic of Gulf has not only expanded our sanctions, but has also cut us off from other trading partners across the Ghost Sea and beyond. We've been embargoed. I was supposed to be the best queen ever. How did this happen? Queen of the embargo, I hate it. Only the Isle of Saul still trades with us, but their economy is even smaller than the North's. The North doesn't even have an economy anymore. It's dead. It's dead. Oh. Iron choice on B. Offer concessions to Curve to end the trade war, please. Please, let it end. I want it to be over. B. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No. Hello, Gibbo. Welcome on in, Gibbo. How's it going? You joined the game. It's all gone Pete Tong. Where is Gibbo? There you are. Welcome to the Grandees. We like the Grandees here. Gibbo the Third. Gibbo, have you heard the news about Darktide? I'll be streaming that Wednesday with the new update. Feel free to put aside the time to join me. We'll go into the waste outside the Hive City of Tertium together. If you're up for it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Boom, boom. Wonderful. Though your concessions are primarily seen as a sign of weakness, you stave off total collapse. Kerf eagerly agrees to your terms, knowing that they'll have the upper hand in all future negotiations. Yeah, it's Wednesday I'm going to be doing it. Chibi will be joining me when they're on. And you can feel free to join me whenever's good. I might stream it a little earlier. Just to get a bit more mileage in on it. Your Grace, the bard who calls herself the songstress, has been making waves in the East. Hello, Ganahan. Thank you for the new problem. Her performances are attracting huge crowds. So huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people push to get closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip it in the bud? I hate all of this. Ban her from performing, I believe. I think we should tax them. I wish. I wish. Everything's gone Pete Tong. Let me go get a fresh drink. Please join me in voting for A. Alright, what do we got? 6 to 5? Holy crap. 6 to 6? Okay. Final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Who did that? Who was that? Betrayal. Betrayal. Blood and stars. Instead of stopping this madness, we reward it. Your Chancellor extends an invitation to the songstress for your performance in the palace. It is graciously accepted. You can't wait to see what all the fuss is about. Yes, I did. Yes. It's true. I smell treachery and danger. Oh, we all do. Your Majesty, you are of course the greatest queen of this century. It's true, isn't it? Thank you for noticing. Exactly. Indeed, I'm sure you'll soon all kneel before... Oh, wait. I'm sure that soon all will kneel before you. That's what we want. But your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but what if it didn't have to? What if you could be the greatest queen for all millennia? That sounds sacrilegious to me, Wandering. Perhaps it is, your grace, but perhaps it's simply making use of opportunities the ninth god provides. Ooh, if the ninth god's providing it, if you are strong enough to take them, I can arrange more meetings so we may discuss this matter further. The door bursts open. Aha! So he got to you first. No matter. The Counts have agents everywhere and they've been building up your strength, but there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. Oh, ha, what a tale. All we want is to help the Queen. Is this true? Of course not. This is heresy. Heresy of the highest order. The council must know. I don't mind which way we go, but we gotta do something about this heretic. We hate heretics. We hate heretics so much. We're good. We're a good queen. We praise the ninth every day, 9 times a day. We praise the ninth 9 times a day. I don't want to be part of some evil cult. Okay. Alright. Been broken. The nobles leave you no choice. You sign a statement saying that you're not interested in immortality, not one bit. Absolutely wrecked. Everything's gone wrong. Thanks, Kerf. Thanks to our parent, Thrifty, Monarch Thrifty II, who put us in a pit of debt. We've been crushed by it. While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. By blood of the dead, the queen must get a grip on the kingdom. We cannot allow her to join our secret society of immortals when she can hardly keep a crown on her head. The count's aim is to raise authority to at least 5. Everyone's stalled out at the minute. Counts can rebel, but please don't. Please don't rebel. I want to get home in time. Thank you. Let's have a look. Let's deal with this. This one seems important. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the north. Businesses are going bankrupt. Mills are shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. My investments have all gone up in smoke. It's the same for all the other chiefs. We must find a way to lift the north out of poverty. I think it's only good. I think it's only right. I think it's only fair. Bail out bankrupt businesses. Let's go, 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 go. That's what we want. This is an investment, and this will bounce back the North's economy. Everyone's going to be happier, and I'm going to take full advantage of it with authority. You all want this. Everyone wants this. There's no reason why we shouldn't have this. Give me the stability I need in order to fend off a potential civil war. Give me the economy I need. You people are no fun? No. You order the Treasury's vast gold reserves devoted to the unprecedented crisis. Merchants stop frantically destroying their records. Industries open their doors once more across the north, and the chiefs breathe a collective sigh of relief. Alright, let's do the private show first. Your Majesty, the songstress has arrived. She's just tuning her lyre, and she'll perform for us all. A few minutes later, the songstress sweeps into the council hall. She carries herself with incredible confidence and immediately plucks out a tune. Her music is the most beautiful thing you've ever heard. Your cheeks are damp with tears. The marshal begins sobbing. Even the spymaster hides her face in her hands. Sure, there can be no second-order consequences. Yeah, Once I was a nobody, but now you'll kneel before me. Your knees buckle, and you find yourself kneeling before her. The rest of the council follows suit without hesitation. It wouldn't be treachery to show me to your treasury. Wait, what? You show her down to your treasury and help her shovel gleaming piles of gold into some special sacks that she brought for the occasion. How clever! Now forget this day completely, to wrap this all up neatly. Forget everything that just happened. Oh, she's left me 150 gold, so I'm not technically bankrupt. You go to bed with a raging headache. When you wake up the following morning, the past 24 hours are a complete blur. It's a shame the songstress never arrived. I was looking forward to her performance. Got a nagging feeling I've forgotten something important. Probably just trapped wind, Your Majesty. Common symptom of stress after the recent burglary. We've all been a little on edge. This has gone on long enough. Yet another hunt. The king consort shot and killed a rare species of stag found only in the eastern woodlands. That's the 4th this month. We must curtail these hunts. The royals cannot get away with wanton destruction of our countryside. Enough is enough. I demand a vote. Glance at Finn and the nobles assembled for the vote. He shrugs. It was a beautiful stag. What the hell can I do here? What am I even doing? No, we're not going to limit it to just the Crownlands. We can stay as we are, we can liberalise it. Go into the bathroom quick. Alright, the laws will stay as they are, the chiefs can be grumpy. A grave error, my friends. You will see in time that I was right. Finn smiles grimly. Okay, alright. The ninth god is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will. But now we must plan our next steps. So, the goals are kill the queen and place our own claimant on the throne. That involves lowering authority. Or control the queen with threat of assassination. Raise own military, which is in line with the Grandee's current cult. What will it be, Grandees? Saint Umber would choose threat of assassination. Smuggle Umber into the palace. The only god we follow is RN Jesus. It seems so. There's only one of you yet to vote. Swedish. I don't know if Swedish is about. 3, 2, 1. We want the Skeleton King. Umber is moving. Umber is making his move. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. They'll swap places with the palace watch, one by one. Once the queen realizes she is surrounded by our troops, it'll be too late. She'll be a helpless little fly caught in our web. Magnificent. But once we've turned the queen into our puppet, won't the chiefs and counts notice? That's why we need a strong army to make them think twice about challenging us. United with the queen's forces, we'll be unstoppable. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their military to at least 6. Okay, so Grandees want 6 military, counts need to raise authority, chiefs need to lower their faith. We should be okay. Alright, your heir last. Let's deal with the university delegation, and let's deal with bankruptcy. Your Holiness, a delegation has arrived in the university. Yes, Gibbo, show them in. Yes, Your Highness. The Provost enters the throne room with a bow. She is bearing with her an ancient document. This is written in the hand of Queen Alma herself. It has just been deciphered. It declares that any queen who harms a member of the university must abdicate immediately. Really, let me take a look at that. The Provost hands the document to you. It is indeed written in ancient legal tongue, impenetrable but to all but the extremely educated. I'll look after this now, I think. It doesn't matter who holds it, Your Highness. It is the law. Queen Alma wrote this, so it must be worth a lot of money. You cannot sell the laws of the kingdom, but it turns out that you can, for a hefty sum too. The Provost returns to university, fuming bitterly. You can forget all about that bullshit. Alright, bankruptcy's looming. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Okay. Sell off some of the royal jewellery to wealthier nobles. The auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jewelled scepter to the nobles. No, the printers. No, we're not doing that. We're not that dim. We did it, chat. We saved the kingdom. Just don't get under 500 gold again, and you're fine. It's a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it?
don't mind if I do. Swedish leprechaun has the tiara. And Nilawa, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the queen. Okay, Nilawa. Alright, hang on in there, everyone. Hang on in there. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. What have we got? D3. We've got A3, my cousin and adopted child. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is their name? Okay, Weldris, it's Thrifty the Fourth. Most pleasing, Your Grace. I'm sure little Thrifty the Fourth will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Oh my god, that's... No rebellion! Oh, we are good, we are cooking! Okay, so... Grandees will want E the Fortress for their scheme. Chiefs will want B the Observatory for their scheme. And the council want D the Monument for their scheme. All to play for scheme-wise. Dig deep into your pockets, everyone. This could be the biggest auction we've seen yet. Starting the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on other items will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when 10 seconds are left. Try not to miss out. Try not to miss out, everyone. This could be it. This could be the turning point for any one of these factions to get ahead in their scheme, especially the Grandees. They are so close. So damn close. 20 seconds left, and it's E the Fortress for the south and D the Monument for the east. 10 seconds left. Go, 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 go. What have we got? What do we... authority and military. Excellent. A fortress and a monument. Here we are. Here we are. Alright, we're going to start with the invitation, then poor harvest, then your ambition. Your Majesty, it is my singular honour to invite you to attend the night of the annual Seven Pyres celebration. Yes, Mero. That's my third fortress. St. Umber must be pleased with me. Yes, you are St. Umber's finest supporter. I look forward to attending. Praise be, I trust you will be willing to finance and organise one of the pyres. It's customary for the Queen to do so, if she is in attendance. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Highness. Dreadful tidings, Your Majesty. Oh, hello, Mero. Mero just walked out of the room and turned around, walked back in. We have suffered an extremely poor harvest in the south. Unseasonably bad weather is to blame. What? I don't even get to do anything? Burbs? Burbs are here. Very busy today. What can we do about it? Not much, Your Highness. Even the Queen can't control the weather. Alas, it'll be a tough winter. Jesus Christ, look at this, look at this, look at this. All you have is faith. Praise the Grandees. Oh, damn. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest queen who ever lived.
I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did indeed, Spy Master. I did indeed. I said that. I said those words. But so far, you've not convinced anyone. Your authority is still lackluster, Your Majesty. We were doing good. We were doing good for a while. Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop your nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot. Change your image. My advice would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. But your other advisors have other ideas.
The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Here's another idea. Declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win.
Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's a lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Well, here's the deal. We are gonna go for a trade archetype, definitely. We lean towards faith. So I guess faith and trade for the Scepter of Sages. It's gonna be rough with this level of trade going on. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin sending out adventurers to track down the Scepter's location. Didn't want it. No. It would have been reburied. It was reburied at the end of that reign. So we don't have it on us. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall faith and trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be an open rebellion among the nobles. Common for everyone. Counts may rebel once again. And, oh, they're doing everything. Okay. Alright, we'll work our way around this way. So start famous cuisine, heretical discovery. Countess Teenybert comes to you bearing a covered trade. She uncovers it with a flourish. A chef has set up a stall selling his special baklava in the monument. And it's become most popular. Everyone's flocking to try it. Your Grace, care to try some? Absolutely. The layers of pastry are soaked in floral honey. It's so sweet that it makes your eyes water. She watches you expectantly. Delicious. How delightful. I'm delighted you enjoyed it. Trays of baklava are carted out and served to the assembled nobles. Many are enthusiastic, but Chief Advisor shakes his head in disgust. Dreadful! How can you bring this to us? It tastes like a musty tomb. How dare you? You insult the pride of the counts. Your Majesty, please! Have this dreadful stuff taken away at once. Okay, here's the deal. We want economy. Promote Eastern baklava as a national food. Trade goes up. Trade goes up, defiance goes down, everyone's happy. Vote A. A. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My dear Chief, when did you eat a musty tomb for comparison? It's, listen. What the chiefs have to resort to. Baklava is lovely, by the way. If you've never tried it, delicious. Hunger for baklava spreads, and the monument becomes a culinary landmark. Chefs make pilgrimages there to learn the recipe, and the dish is soon a staple all across the kingdom. You'll serve baklava for breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, supper, and even the occasional midnight snack. You can hardly turn around without smelling it. You'd absolutely kill for a nice plain apple crumble. Apple crumble. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. You say it's troubling, it must be. A group of individuals in the East are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are worshippers and deposed gods. They believe the Eight will one day return to cast down the Ninth God and all his followers. In other words, they are devil worshippers. Fantastic. Regrettably, I require the Council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my Inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread. If only I had the authority. Let's hold a vote. Yeah. We can send the Inquisitor or empower the Inquisitor. What's it gonna be? Counts are sat there like, oh, do we go for our scheme on this one and allow the Inquisition to run roughshod over us? Cults are bad for my business. We are all about cults. Love the socio-political situation here. We have to shield their baklava or they'll literally attempt to kill me. Okay. Okay, everyone, here we are. 3, 2, 1. Hides the 8 gold statues in the back. Yeah. The High Inquisitor and her followers are as swift as they are ruthless. Within a month, the fetid corpses of heretics hang from the battlements of Cardin, the town where the cult began. Oof. Okay, alright, here we go. We've got to do this or we'll have a civil war. Your Majesty, I have the most exciting news. Our hired adventurers have discovered an ancient manuscript hidden deep beneath the mountains. It speaks of the Scepter's sages, and it was written by Queen Alma herself. Worried about what would happen to the kingdom after she died, she hid the Scepter's sages so her enemies couldn't find it. Good work, Treasurer. It's a warren of caves near the Blackweld Forest, Your Majesty, near the capital. It's been under our noses this whole time. I've taken the liberty of sending out more adventurers. They'll clear the area to get inside. We're close. I can feel it. I do hope so, Your Majesty. Ah, this is most bracing. I don't usually get to do this sort of thing. I'm usually stuck in my office all day. As soon as the adventurers return, the treasurer comes to tell you the news. 30%. Send me all of your best vibes. Pray for me. Pray. And praise the Ninth. Have they found anything at all? They have not. It's proving difficult, Your Majesty. It's practically a maze down there, and the adventurers decided it wasn't lucrative enough. They've left for the Kingdom of Aratesh. Alright, we'll try again. I'll see what I can do. There are plenty of others we can hire for the job. To improve your chances, you need to raise faith and trade. I don't think we're going to win. I think the Grandees are probably going to get this one. Okay, counts are rebelling. Right, before we do that, let's go to the Night of the Seven Pyres. Not long until the Night of the Seven Pyres, as you journey down, the sun beats down like a hammer. Grandee Merrow meets you at the gates of the city of Caravelle. Glad you could make it, Your Majesty. Welcome to Caravelle. Beautiful place you have here. The whole city is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax.
But first, which of the deposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning?
The 8th god, obviously. Right? Oh wait, no, the 7th god? I think, yeah, let's do the entombed one. The 8 is bigger than 7.
An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the 8th god's effigy is burned in the cemetery. Now, what kind of entertainers will you be hiring to surround your pyre and impress spectators? Well, it's the usual. I always do this, the Buggy the Clown treatment. So we want clowns? I must admit, Your Highness, these things horrify me, but it is your decision. You'll need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else? It's got to be lion tamers. A spot of danger should keep the knaves interested. Anything else? And fire breathers. Oh no, acrobats. Sorry, acrobats. Trapezing above the roaring flames enough to make even a stone heart sing. With all those entertainers, your pyre will be quite the spectacle. That's all. Your work is not yet done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax. Sometimes we do fireworks, but those are expensive. Black powder must be sourced all the way from Kerf. A less exciting alternative is to topple the effigy over like a falling tree. A normal amount of fireworks should be enough. Wonderful, Your Majesty. Your pyre will culminate in a fireworks display, bringing the night sky alive. I will make the arrangements at once. See that you do. Soon the night of the 7 pyres is upon you. The streets of Calavel are crammed with merrymakers as the royal stagecoach makes its way to the cemetery. The citizens greet you with cheers and tossed roses. The effigy of the 8th god towers over the gravestones. A 50-foot straw-stuffed man with dozens of burning eyes. As it bursts into flame, out come your acrobats, clowns and lion tamers. How's it looking? The clowns, they honk and squeak. The lions pose and prance and leap through hoops. Overhead, acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at the sheer spectacle. Finally, your effigy explodes and fills the night sky with fizzing colours. The crowd coos. The nearby cathedral looks distinctly flammable. I hope nothing goes wrong. 80%, we're good, right? Before your horrified eyes, a misfired firework lands directly in the cathedral's bell tower. In a matter of moments, the entire church has gone up in flames. Citizens stare in horror and mutter that this is a sign that the 9th god has turned his back on the south. By the time the sun rises, a team of brave volunteers are still fighting the fire. You slink off back to the capital, shamefaced as the grandees bitterly call you to apologise for ruining their holy night. This sounds like the kind of thing that would start a cult, to be honest. Umber is very upset. Right, okay. At long last, the counts have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Count Weldris, his smile as sharp as a scalpel. The counts of the East will bring you down, pretender to the throne. We'll rise up and fight for Mara, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. One day I'll see your head on a spike, Weldris. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Count Weldris strides back from your throne room without looking back. I mean, too military. If I hadn't set fire to that cathedral, we'd be okay. Grandees, I love you. Remember, I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. How did things get this bad? Leader of the rebellion is Count Lilawa. He's citing your past transgressions for reasons of the uprising. Your greedy plundering of royal tombs, a trade war you started to avoid repaying your loan. Oh. Really? Well, that's their excuse. In reality, it's not about you, it's a power grab. What are our chances against the rebels? Pretty good. The Counts aren't exactly a military powerhouse.
I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. It would indeed. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There'll be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. Let's go dig out the trebuchets.
It's been a long time coming. Over 300 years ago, the East was conquered, but before that we were our own rulers with a lineage of monarchs stretching back against 1,000 years. Ah, the glory days. Indeed, and that's why we must rise up by placing Mara on the throne. We will reclaim what we have lost, but first we must decide on tactics. My fellow counts, I ask you, how shall we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the chiefs to cripple their military. If we suggest the grandees may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Queen's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the Queen, or finally send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Nuns are the honour guard, by the way. Alright, here's your options. Counts only vote. What's it gonna be? The preemptive strike on the Chiefs got me giggling. I've got to be real. Can't believe we're petitioning for support of the church. Don't you be doing this to me. My God, you actually are. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What does Archie say? Archie will remember that I'm in his good books, right? Shh. Okay. Burning that church. Burning that church is where it all went wrong. Thank you for meeting with me, Your Holiness. Your message was most heartfelt. How could I turn down those in need? We're all the ninth god's children after all. Oh, I couldn't agree more. And on that subject, the church has been suffering lately, hasn't it? The Queen hasn't been giving you the support you need. Alas, it is true, the Queen has strayed far from the light of the ninth. It breaks my heart, but a Queen with so little concern for the kingdom's spiritual health can scarcely be considered a queen at all. Now, Mara, on the other hand, if ever they find themselves on the throne, they would be sure to make substantial contribution to the church's coffers. Now, you know I care not for money. I only care about what's best for the kingdom. And what's best for the kingdom is a monarch who cares about the church. I'll lend you my full support gladly. Thank you, Your Holiness. Go with God. Faithful followers of both the Ninth God and the Queen are thoroughly shaken by the church, officially throwing their weight behind the rebels. Their loyalties are torn in half. Thousands of soldiers desert to join the rebellion, fearing for their souls. What a flip. What a mess. What... Oh my good God. Horrible. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Right, we're going to try and just rattle through this a bit. Grandees, you can rebel. An ambassador from Tavlin. What the hell is that for? Your Majesty, an ambassador from Tavlin is requesting to see you. Show them in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. My humblest obsequies. What is going on here? What do you want? I bring news of great treasure that has found its way into Tavlinese hands. It is an ancient legal document written by your Queen Alma the Wise herself. It has a rather profound implications for your kingdom, I fear. Oh, because we sold it. What sort of implications? I could not say, Your Majesty. Our greatest scholars could only read it a little. I'm sure your university could read it without difficulty, of course. How much do you want for it? A trifle. 1,200 gold pieces. Is it too much for a queen to distribute without the council's approval, of course? The only one smart enough to send an armed ambassadors. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. God damn it. God damn it. We've got to do something. I'm going to veto. Something has to be done. Pay the man. Pay the man. We can afford it. Right? Why has it all gone wrong? It should have been so easy. Dear. Oh no. Oh no. It's not your day. A whole 10%. Yeah. 10% is just 1 0 removed from 100%. Did you know? Did you know that? Add a 0 onto the end, 10% becomes 100%. So technically, that's a surefire thing. Let's go. Pay the man. Pay the man. This is the most bountiful day. The ambassador produces an ancient document from the fold of his cloaks. He hands it over to you with grace. It is the same ancient document that you yourself sold some months ago. It burns very well indeed. The eastern border is lined with countless campfires. Pikemen practice their drills. The Count's troops are gathering in vast numbers. Look at them all. A wondrous sight, isn't it? Are we ready to march? No, not yet. We're still mustering our forces, and on that subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead. Call upon a holy order or nothing. Get wrecked. Eastern economy. Too shit. Too much little trade. Too little farming. Counts are apparently #1 in everything, especially faith. What an absolute shambles we've made of this all. Holy Knights of the Order of the Gilded Might have recognised the righteousness of our cause and pledged to fight alongside us. Oh really? Excellent. Since the Church officially supports us in this conflict, we persuaded them to join us with very little effort. The Holy Knights soon arrive in the eastern camp, riding in gleaming armour atop towering steeds. There are few, but each is worth 20 ordinary soldiers on the field of battle. I must say, it feels good to have the strength of the 9th on our side. Absolutely foul. A great battle. Vast armies. The Grandees are opting to rebel as well, by the way. Chiefs, we're in it, right? Vast armies darken the landscape like shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped by civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army from the east is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Count Nilawa. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the north. If they march now, they'll intercept the counts in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the south. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed counts. What are your orders, Your Majesty? My chiefs, my chiefs! Listen to me, heed me. This is it. We have one shot, one opportunity. This is the best it's gonna get. Fight them.
Demand it, I command you. Go forth and break these cowardly counts who rebel once again. A victory! Hey, follow orders and send the Northern Army to fight the rebels. Go for it, my chiefs, go! I always liked you, honest. Wow. You know what? Say what you like about them, but the Chiefs are coming in, and they're coming in hard. Bless you. Thank you. Let's go. Ride or die. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace waiting for the marshal's return. Finally, she bursts in your throne room, drenched in the blood and sweat of battle. You look awful, Marshal. 30%. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It's all very orderly at first, Your Majesty, but after the trumpets blow and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. As battles go, it's a hell of a slog. Much blood spilled on both sides. When it ended, even I wasn't sure who had won. Ooh, but good news! The Chiefs were victorious. Yes, let's go, let's go! Oh, it was a slog. Thank the 9th. Instead of the 9th, you should thank the Chiefs. Maybe send them some flowers. The Eastern Army is scattered all over the countryside. It'll be months before they can regroup. This gives the Grandees time to bolster their troops. Indeed. It all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. So here's the deal, We're overconfident, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go lead the troops personally this time. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger. No, I can't be waiting around. Very well, Your Majesty. I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn. Grandees are locked in. Grandees are going to rebel. So it's going to be rough. Let's see. What have we got going on? Chiefs will want the observatory, B. But if Chiefs are sticking with me and willing to fight it out in the battles, D, the stadium, would bring down the Count's military. Here's a list of everyone. We could lower authority. I mean, you could, but I've got 2 authority, so it wouldn't win the game. I've got a point of authority for winning that battle. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you'd like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream. So I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Build cathedral. Why is that? What are we... Hold on. Why are we building the cathedral in the east? Who's bidding on that? 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left, everyone. Boom. 5. We are supported by the church. It's a good RP auction. It's true. But it didn't come through. Theatre, authority down, faith down. Alright, my loyalists. Or treachery.
Dire news, Your Majesty. The South has sent a battalion of their finest soldiers to support the counts in the field.
Umber has left us. Why?
The Grandees have formally joined the rebellion, declaring you a tyrant. They're citing your past transgressions as reason for the uprising, the trade war you started to avoid, yes, and the time you allowed a priceless legal document to fall into Tavali's hands. Hey, that was only last week. Not to mention your greedy plundering of the royal tombs. Oh. I won't lie, Your Majesty, the odds are stacked against us now.
Opening strike. How am I fighting against the church? I love the church. What are we doing? Okay, opening strike. My dear Grandees of the South, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against the tyrant Queen Thrifty III. The ninth god called upon us to join the fight. We saw that your cause was righteous. Of course it is. Now, before you commit your troops, you must decide where to direct your opening strike. We can launch a preemptive strike against the chiefs to cripple their military. If we suspect the chiefs may join our cause, we call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Queen's authority is low. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonourable, of course, but convenient. What's it going to be? Grandees of the South, launch a strike against the chiefs, call upon the chiefs, or send an assassin after me. I mean, Grandees defected to the side backed by the church is in character. It's true. Oh man, it's rough though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm having a bad day here. It's a bad day at the office. Don't worry, chiefs. I will ride with you into battle. Alright. 3, 2, 1. I set fire to a cathedral at night at the Seven Pyres. That's what went wrong. Thank you for meeting with me at such short notice. The sum you offered piqued my interest. You understand why the sum is so high, though? Yes, you want me to assassinate the Queen. It is no trouble. I am a child of the Viper. If you have the gold and you want a woman dead, she is dead. Get it done. Okay, here we go. The night before the final battle, the atmosphere in the northern camp is subdued. Everyone knows the Count's a formidable foe now. On the journey, you've had to leave most of the luxuries of a queen behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is always well stocked with wine. No, we're gotta stay on our toes. We gotta stay on our toes. You'll need a clear head and sharp wits for the battle ahead. Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, Your Majesty? A little nervous. Entirely natural, Your Majesty. Anyone who's not nervous doesn't understand a tactical situation. Now that you're here, you'll need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet. Of course. I'm glad you understand. The next day, an ungodly hour, you climb up onto your warhorse and ride out with your troops to meet the counts on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the winds, horns blow, drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of sword and armour. Your troops are looking at you. They expect a speech. Strange bedfellows we do make, my brave warriors of the north. The kingdom is threatened. Allies, once bonded in faith, have broken cause with us. I thank you all for joining me here.
I know this is not your fight, but you fight it anyway along my side. Today we will stand, and today we will fight. Brave warriors of the north, with me! 20%. The soldiers reply with a half-hearted cheer. Their hearts aren't really in it. Charge! The warhorse surges forward, sweat streaming from its flanks. You raise your sword, and for a beautiful moment it catches the crimson light of the sun. The army roars and rumbles into motion behind you. When you reach the enemy lines, however, things get more complicated. It's pure chaos. Soldiers screaming and rolling around in the mud, blades flashing and clashing, blood spurting. At some point, your warhorse gets cut down. You fall with it, your leg trapped underneath its thrashing bulk, and then one of your own soldiers stamps on your head. Accidentally, you hope. Everything goes black. When they see you go down, Eastern soldiers roar in triumph and fight with renewed vigour. Your own demoralised soldiers are a collective groan of despair. The battle's outcome will be decided while you're getting trampled into the mud. 15%. Sorry, my liege, but this is too much even for us chiefs. 15% is kind of generous. When you wake up, you're swaddled in bandages, lying in the back of a rattling wagon. Welcome to the world of the living, Your Majesty. Don't get up, your kneecap's shattered. You won't be walking on that leg anytime soon. What happened? After you were knocked out, everything went south fast. Our troops were demoralised while the counts were emboldened. The battle turned into a confusing, drawn-out slog with mass casualties on both sides. In the end, we broke first. Our troops scattered and were hunted down like dogs. Luckily, I fought through the chaos to rescue you. Now we're on our way back to the capital as fast as we can go. Oh, how could this happen? We threw the dice and they came up snake eyes. These things happen in war. If we want to see the year's end, we must build up fortifications, stockpile food and train up a citizens' militia. The counts will be camped outside the city walls in a matter of weeks. It's time to pray to the Ninth, Your Majesty, because apart from him, we're on our own. Pray to the Ninth. Chief's military on life support. The Treasury, life support. The war, 2 versus 1 victory points. It's not over till it's over. We'll start with freezing troops, then it's something wrong. By the 9th, our soldiers are freezing to death. I've never seen such a harsh winter. We do need to do something about this soon, or the Queen will tap us with a sword hilt and shatter us all into 1,000 pieces. But if we pull out now, it'll give the Queen and the Loyalists a chance to recuperate. What's it? Oh, yo. Okay. Grandees, how in it are you? You're already winning, right? Grandees, pull your troops back to recuperate or keep up the siege. What an interesting... This is an event I haven't seen before. Oh, is it because we're in winter? Okay, cool. There's nothing for it. The southern armies pull back to the south to recuperate. The counts are none too happy about it. Some even see it as a battlefield betrayal. We'll go and assassinate the foul sorcerer the Northerners are using to summon the pagan gold. This might have just done something very substantial. At least they maintained the siege during the southern retreat. It's a night unlike any other. You're lying in your queen-size bed alone. Your husband is sleeping in another bedchamber. As is often the case, the troubles of the kingdom are keeping you awake, especially in the rebellion. How could the grandees betray you like this? For once, your insomnia comes in useful because it allows you to hear the slithering under your bed. Reach under your pillow for your hidden dagger. With the dagger in hand, you feel much better. When the slithering turns into hissing, you feel much worse. Call for your honour guard. Your honour guard posts themselves outside your door every night. You call for them to come in and investigate the suspicious noise, but for the first time you can remember, your southern battle nuns don't come running for you when you call. In fact, when you look out in the corridor, there's nobody guarding your door at all. This can't be a coincidence. Have you been betrayed? When you turn around, the serpent glides from under the bed. Before your astonished eyes, it transforms into a hooded figure clutching a knife. Any last words, Your Majesty? The assassin steps towards you, completely unopposed. Your life flashes before your eyes. Your jeweled dagger clutched in your trembling hands is pathetically small compared to the assassin's glinting blade. 50-50. A coin toss. A coin toss to decide it all. Defend yourself as best you can. Lightning quick, the assassin leaps towards you in midair. He turns back into a serpent, his fangs bared while aiming for your throat. You try to swing your dagger, but you're far too slow. The snake's fangs slip deep into your upraised arm. Fortunately, in your panicked flailing, you dislodge the serpent and send it crashing through the window. It falls out of view, looking nearly as shocked as you feel. Reeling for what you think is shocked. You try to stand up, instead you collapse to one side, convulsing. Everything goes black. You fall into a deep abyss. Fragmented images flash past you, your husband at your bedside holding your hand, your cousin still too small to understand, wailing at the sight of you, a doctor pulling the leeches on your brow. When you finally wake up, you're lying in a hospital bed with your spy master sitting opposite. Ah, good, you're finally awake. What happened? You nearly died. You've been comatose for 2 weeks. The serpent didn't have time to give you a full dose of its venom, but it still should have been enough to strike you dead 3 times over. Congratulations, Your Majesty, you're very difficult to kill. My honour guard betrayed me. They did. I guess they knew about the attack well ahead of time. No doubt they fled back to their home region by now. Don't worry, when this rebellion is crushed, I'll hunt them down and boil them alive. Did you catch the assassin? Alas, we did not. The Viper's children are a devious bunch. With hideouts all over the world, he's probably already fled to Taverlin. Am I going to be alright? Yes, Your Majesty, you're on the road to recovery. But it was touch and go. Throughout the kingdom, commoners and nobles alike were convinced you would die. Panic spread like wildfire. Even worse, the near-successful assassination attempt makes you look weak. People are more convinced that the rebels will prevail. The Grandees will pay dearly for this. They are, Your Majesty. Rest up. We need you at full strength. The Grandees will stop at nothing, even murder, to bring you down. And they came so close to succeeding. Oh my god. It's back and forth. Here we go. The Grandees and the Counts march through the Crownlands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refugees and the corpses clog the rivers. Now the capital is surrounded. You stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the city walls. Get down from there, Your Majesty! If they get lucky with a crossbow bolt. I'm imagining Queen Thrifty III, swaddled up in bandages from where she got trampled in a battle, anemic, drawn out from all the poison and spending 2 weeks comatose, just looking like a right frickin' state. Is there any hope at all, Marshal? Only one. The chiefs are still out there, Your Majesty. Their armies were smashed by the rebels, but they'll be gathering reinforcements and calling on their reserves. I hope they get here in time. She has a broken knee, then fought serpents. She's probably on crutches, yeah. Hobbling about. The Ninth God will decide our fate as you finish your sentence. An immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. It crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens. Like I said, Your Majesty, you better get inside.
None of this matters. I think it's over, right? The zero authority. Wait, what? As dawn breaks, the combined armies of the grandees and counts are sprawled. Wait, authority zero doesn't end it? GG? Question mark? What? 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 Wait, what? Another dawn breaks. The combined armies of the grandees and counts are sprawled outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks, they've had to try and fight their way in. The siege drags on, and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as the citizens demand to be fed. Don't worry, Thrifty. The chiefs will be here to save us soon enough, I'm sure of it. As evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The counts and grandees are mounting a final attack. What is going on? The sun rises on a city in turmoil. The grandees and counts began their assault last night, and you heard nothing outside but the screams and howls and clash of blades since. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. The royal court is empty except for you, your husband and your cousin, cradled in the arms of their nanny. Their crying is giving you a headache. I don't know if this is unintended or just unintuitive, but a rebellion siege chain takes precedence over the endings. The grandees were too late in trying to assassinate me. The grandees were too late. Fantastic. Fantastic. Once more, the Thrifty line survives yet another civil war by the skin of their teeth. If they break in, we can't let them take us alive. We'll go down fighting. You're right. Better go down fighting. Thrifty gets up on her crutches. Let's go. I'll fetch my battle axe. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. Follow the spy master hobbling along. She leads you and Finn up onto the palace walls, where you look out over the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through the streets of the city. In the darkness at dawn, you can barely make them out, only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as a burning arrow sails overhead. Looks like the situation is hopeless. Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing like a great beast in pain. Horns, trumpet, hooves, thunder. The chiefs have arrived in full force. A mighty hammer, taking the counts and grandees by surprise and smashing them against the walls of the city. Salute Chads. Chief Chads. Yeah, what? Yes, indeed. What? It's just how it's just how the event chain works. After that, it's just mopping up. The counts and the grandees make a brave final stand, but they don't stand a chance. Their armies are crushed. By dawn, the rebel corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crows feast like never before. Soon the Northern Army is parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Count Nilawa, leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. The common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We need a strong queen in this kingdom. You weren't up to the task. To the dungeon with you. The peasants can't know how low your stats are, and the nobles can't make a deal once the siege starts. Because that's a bit of an army and a lot of walls in the way. Yeah, okay. Right. The cheesiest. The cheesiest of cheese. Never before seen this. Stiff-backed and silent, Count Nilawa is dragged to your oblique. He's thrown in the darkness to reflect on his treachery. And just like that, the East and the South are defeated. The kingdom is yours again. Nilawa salutes in chat. Salutes in chat, everyone. Nilawa is lost. Nilawa the second. Are we here? Are we back? We're back. We're back. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. Not so great. Not so great there. Unfortunately, I pushed the wrong button when changing the kill count. Salutes, salutes. I pushed the stop streaming button instead of enter. No. We're back. We're back. Everyone's back. Come back. Come back. Router can't take the excitement. Snake attack. No. I love technology, you see. I love technology so much that I completely fuck it up. Welcome back. Salutes to Nilawa. Another auction, shall we? Let's just rush through it a bit. I'm going to start the auction. You know what to do. I need a piss. Oh my good God. Oh lordy. Oh dear. What? Oh, okay, here we go. What was that? Let's see. We're good. We're good. What did we get? The observatory and the theatre. Oh shit. Okay, the Chiefs might be okay. Let's work for... Oh dear, an urgent meeting? A call for apprentices. Let's start with that. An urgent meeting and then the ambition again. Grim tidings, your highness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Chensk. I believe it is Afmoral, the Stormbringer. Tell me more. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power. They are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them. Afmoral, as her name suggests, is the wizard whose domain includes both sky and storm. She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once in a I just realised we got straight ones for military. Holy crap. She's put a rare event. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed glory-seeking peasants from all over the east are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Zefnik, have also decided to apply. Welcome on in. Zefnik, welcome. Golden Grog, welcome. We're near the end. It's got to be near the end. The competition will be fierce, but those villagers are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. Zefnik, what are we doing? You couldn't help put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Yes, I know, but I missed you coming in. I've been so wrapped up in this civil war. I didn't notice. Sorry about that. I deserve it. We helped you in. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Your Majesty. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Would kind of like your money, but B. Oh, okay. Okay. B is good. B works. So yeah, You're going to go either way. Zefnik, off you go. Give me your cash money so I can avoid another bankruptcy event, please. You have no money? Oh, do you not have any money? Oh, you don't? Oh, fuck's sake. It was so... I was like, oh, it's a new noble. 1,000 gold. Yeah, that'll be lovely. No. Fine. 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 I suppose that is an acceptable compromise. Zefnik begins his journey to Chensk. His successor, Chief Zefnik II, inherits his position on the council, but the treasury confiscates salutes in chat. That's our second kill. Moral's presence in Chensk attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. One evening at dinner with the King Consort Thing, the Marshal stamps into room. She salutes before slamming down a sheaf of papers on the table. What's this? Crimes on the rise in the east, Your Majesty. The Counts report a spate of robberies on the highways and on their estates. Finn leaves through the papers. Surely the Counts should take responsibility for dealing with this. We gotta sort this out, even if we don't particularly like the Counts right now. The Marshal salutes smartly. Yes, Your Majesty, I'll take a few more people over there. She marches out, leaving you and Finn to your dinner. Okay. Here we go again. Coin toss. I sent more adventurers to search for the Blackworld Forest for Queen Alma's labyrinth. Your Majesty, they've just returned. Did they find anything? Please tell me they did. It's proving difficult. Okay. We'll try again. We'll try again and again and again and again. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. An ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches fever pitch. Ursa, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bronze, surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the Queen of the North, the Lord Render, soon to be Queen of all the Kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Voltor, glory to Morgana and the North. I like to think winning a holy war gave them the push they needed to go full pagan. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false queen of the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. How indeed. How indeed. Lower own defiance? Well, what do we think of that? My counts, my grandees, have a lessons been learned here? We are, What a bad day. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread word to all of Morgana's children. The throne breaker has risen and the false queen will fall. End of the line of Thrifty? Oh, yeah, pretty much. But first we drink in honour of the gods. 4 cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come the morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower their defiance to 1 or less. So I've got to gain 2 points of defiance. We only have a common tax. Okay, a criminal captured, vultures, a laughing stock. Let's go to vultures.
Greedy Eastern merchants are taking advantage of cheap southern labour, Your Majesty, exploiting our natural resources and putting our trading companies out of business. They're vultures, I say. Is it really such a problem? This is just business. Goldenrod.
Man, you guys, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. You're so lucky I like you. You're so lucky I like you. You're so lucky. Praise be the grandees. You're so lucky. I even have like the narrative in my head that the grandees pulled back and afforded me to win. Right. All right.
Blood and stars, trust me, those southern fools will run my companies into the ground.
All the eastern companies in the south are transferred to new ownership. Dye factories, olive groves, textile mills. It all goes to Grandee Lolt II. As the months pass, it becomes evident that Count Goldenrod was wrong. The companies continue to make a nice profit and their new owner spreads the wealth all across the south. The retreat might have saved our bacon, yeah. The Marshal hurries in, pale with worry. Your Majesty, remember the rise of crime in the east? Oh, did you catch someone? We found the leader of the brigands, Your Majesty, and there's no delicate way of putting it. It's your husband! Finn tilts his head defiantly. I can't apologise for what I've done, Thrifty, but I will apologise for keeping it from you. King Godsort Finn has been riding around the eastern countryside at the head of a gang of ruffians, attacking coaches and breaking into manor houses. Finn, what the hell, man? Obviously I'll be discreet, but I have to come to you and let you know. Why would you... When did you even find the time? All that time you thought I was on a big hunting trip with my buddies? My family has had a blood feud with one of the eastern families. It's centuries old. I couldn't dishonour my ancestors by letting this go. I'll leave you two to sort it out, eh? She leaves. Finn faces you. The counts need to be taken down a peg. What are you going to do? Make me stop? You're going to confess and apologise. Dear God. Dear God, what are we doing? What are we doing? Finn puts out an announcement confessing that he's responsible for highway attacks on the east. Grudgingly, he apologises for his action. Let's see. I mean, I do kind of agree, but I'm also in a very tenuous situation right now. Outrage spreads throughout the east and beyond. Your husband goes so unpopular that when he goes out, commoners set their dogs on him. In the end, Finn decides to stay in the palace for a while. Clearly, the life of a reformed vigilante is a tricky one to navigate, and he blames you for his troubles. He could have said it was wartime. Yes, that's true. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Sylvester Natterflint has written another smash hit. What's the problem? The problem is the play features a character obviously based on you. How am I portrayed? Biffo the Clown. Yes, yes, yes. Put out an arrest warrant. Please have mercy. Let him rot in the dungeons. No, please, I'm allergic to rats. Your loyal watch drag him away as he whimpers and begs. No way, no way. I thought it was over. Oh my God. I didn't know it was 2 defiance. When word gets out that the great Sylvester Natterflint has been imprisoned There are riots in the streets. Even the nobles are upset. Natta Flint's plays were a favourite among the upper and lower classes alike. Please don't rebel again. You can, but please don't. But at least you dealt with the threat to your authority. When will this end? I want to finish. I want to get on with my life. Oh dear. Counts may rebel. Okay, occupational hazard, delicate matter, scepter sages. Here we go. We received a message from the Wizard Moral, Your Majesty. There was a storm localized entirely within the chambers this morning, and this letter appeared in a flash of lightning. Our new apprentice Zefnik has died. It's quite normal, Your Majesty. The survival rate of wizard apprentices is less than 1 in 10. Regardless, Moral has sent us compensation. How charitable. What are the damage she's already wrought to Chenks? Did we receive any compensation for that? Alas, no. Only this 150 gold. Perhaps the council will have an idea of what to do with it. Aid accounts and hopefully you'll chill out, right? Consider B, everyone. Aurora Borealis at this time of year in this part of the country, localized entirely within the Treasurer's office. May I see it? No. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get swift on this. The money is feeble as it goes. Yeah. A few cows are bought, but the old ones are still roaming around the fields, leaving flaming manure and producing acid milk. No matter what the farmers try, the land is rotten with magic. It's just what happens when a wizard visits. The counts are nothing but insulted by your help. Well, you're welcome. Okay? You're very welcome. As usual, Finn has spent a day out hunting in the bleak wild forest as far away from you as possible. But after you've eaten your separate dinners, he approaches you looking worried but resolute. I've endured this so-called marriage as long as I could bear, but I simply can't do it anymore. Your Greatness, it's time we part ways. I want a divorce. What? Why? You really don't know? This comes as a complete surprise. I'm not used to going back on my beliefs, but you forced me to confess what I'm doing in the East in front of the whole kingdom. It was terrible. It was never going to work. And it's over now, for good or ill. I've called the Archbishop to witness a divorce ceremony. Well, yes. Good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure it goes smoothly as possible. Archbishop, surely you can't support this? Your Majesty, I care about the kingdom, and King Consort Finn is very convincing that the kingdom is better off without him being married to you. Right, let's get it done, Your Highness. Alright, I have no choice. He rolls his eyes. Very well, you are now divorced in the eyes of the kingdom. Thank the ninth. Soon, Finn is ready to leave. I'm glad we could work this out amicably. Farewell, Your Greatness. Then he is gone, leaving you in the palace with no one but little Thrifty the Fourth, your huge household of servants, the palace watcher in a circle of advisors, practically alone. Word gets out, the kingdom is shaken by the news, in the capital and beyond. Everyone's gossiping about what happened. Gods be good, Your Majesty, you rejected my dear Finn, my own blood. This is an outrage. Oh, Annette. Actually, he divorced me. That's not the point. I and my fellow chiefs worked hard to put a dowry together for poor Finn, tailor his outfit, prepared a feast. Now the marriage is dissolved, I petitioned the Queen to refund the cost of the wedding. Whatever. Hand over the capital's best farm animals, or the Queen will hand over nothing. I can't even afford to pay you. It's rough out here. I'm sorry, Annette. It's rough. Send in the cows of the east that milk for acid and shit flaming manure. Send them in. What are we doing? Oh no, it's all terrible. Failed. Ah. The fields surrounding capital look pretty enough, but the farmers don't have the animals to spare and point blank refuse. In the end, you have to apologise to the chiefs. Their grumbling only grows more angry. Meanwhile, Annette is forced to put up Finn in her estate, which turns out to be a great expense. Yeah, no refunds. He busies himself with improving the North standing at the cost of other regions, but it's no longer your concern. Great. Alright, everyone. Okay, hold on. Gonna get up. Let's stretch it out. This is third time's the charm, everyone. Third time's the charm. We send more adventurers. Have they found anything? 80%. 80%, 80%, 80%, 80%. Delightful news, Your Majesty. The adventurers have found the golden door beneath the forest, which matches the description in Queen Alma's manuscript. So we got the scepter. The scepter should be hidden within. Why haven't we got it? But the scepter of sages can only be found by a monarch who is strong of purpose and true of heart. I'm tired, Treasurer. I am so tired. But that's me. Let's go. Indeed, Your Majesty. I'm sure I agree. But unfortunately, it's not me who decide. Queen Alma wrote a ritual for the monarch to prove themselves worthy of the scepter. Oh, dear God. If we go to the cave, I could read out the relevant passages while you set it all up. You make the arrangements, bring in a procession of horses, food, drinks, adventurer guides, and a little travelling desk for the treasurer to the Blackworld Forest. The adventurers lead you inside the cave, holding flaming torches to light your way. Soon the tunnel grows horribly cramped, and you bend double to squeeze through. You walk for what feels like hours. Just as you might have lost hope, you reach a golden door exactly as the adventurers described. It will only open for the faithful. Close your eyes, Your Majesty. Concentrate. What can I say? What can you say? Was there ever any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? How has the Queen got away with this? I don't even know. What you got to remember is this is my third attempt, so there's plus 40% to the roll. I'm not sure the Queen deserves this victory, but nice. It is nice, isn't it? It's nice. We will see Thrifty the Fourth. So it's great. It's broken. The chat has slogged for nothing. I have slogged for everything. A bright golden light flares behind your eyes, but you keep your breath steady. You hear the door rumble open. When you open your eyes, the tunnel ahead is utterly dark. Even the torches do not illuminate it. As soon as you step into the chamber, the torches snuff out. A hideous scream echoes from below. The adventurers scrambled into protective stances while the treasurer wails, "Oh, this is awful, dreadful. I should have stayed in my office." Shush. Sorry, I'll stay calm. You put out your hands and feel away along the wall. Then your fingers touch something. Could this be it? As you grip the scepter, it glows gold, chasing away the dark shadows of the chamber. It looks like a simple wooden staff like any peasant might use for walking, but a glow is as bright as the sun. It's the scepter, your majesty. You've done it. Look at all the faction military too. I know. I'm having a bath. I absolutely agree. I'm not leaving the palace again for a long time. But first, we need to call the nobles and tell them good news. Bearing the scepter, you make your way through the tunnels. Yes, yes. Let's go straight in and make the announcement. It looks small and ordinary, but you sense the weight of its history. Behind you, your heir, Thrifty IV, toddles along hand in hand with their governess. What's going on, your majesty? Why have we been brought here? I wanted to call you for a little chat, everyone. The nobles fall silent as you ascend your throne and settle yourself comfortably. Queen Thrifty III has descended into the darkest depths of the Blackweld Forest and retrieved the Scepter of Sages. Excited and worried whispers ripple around the council hall. As bearer of the Scepter of Sages, the Queen has sealed her destiny as Queen Thrifty III the Enlightened. How do we know it's real? It could be any old staff. I will pick up the scepter. Wop, 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 wop. The scepter begins to glow, bathing the council hall in warm golden light. The nobles gasp and fall silent. Besides you, Thrifty III claps her hands in delight. Their hands, sorry. Counts can still rebel. It's become clear that even the grumpiest of nobles will never dare speak against you while you bear the Scepter of Sages. Finally, you are securing your throne and kingdom. Victory is here, but your future has only just begun. Okay. GG? Can we call that GG? Is that GG? Can we have a GG, everyone? What are we going to inherit? Help. Manage poll. New poll. Will Monarch Thrifty IV inherit overconfidence? This is absolutely terrifying. Or investor. This is the most electric game of this I've played in a long time. Thank you everyone for being here. The poll is open for 2 minutes. You may vote. Frenzied swearing grudgingly. Still GG somehow. GG. Yeah. Somehow GG was achieved. Alright. The chiefs decided that the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to arise again. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected, the secret of eternity that they had guarded for aeons. They would not be so kind again. The Grandee's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered and a number of arrests were made. Grandee Lolt II ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Backed by the scepter's power, Queen Thrifty III's rule spanned another 15 years of peace and prosperity. A golden age swept all over the kingdom. In her will, the Queen instructed that the scepter be reburied, to be claimed only by a worthy successor. Congratulations, Queen Thrifty III the Feeble. Covered, successfully trampled in the field of battle, poisoned by the snake, divorced and broken by her ex-husband. Her ex-husband. 15 years of carnage, 5 years of sweat for nothing. I know. Devastating. Okay, it looks like investors winning out. Nothing's happening, I believe, with any of the cults right now. Victory was it. Oh shit! No! 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 Press the wrong button. Hold on. Let's see what Monarch Thrifty the Fourth looks like. Monarch Thrifty the Fourth Pimpin Investor. There's a sneak peek of what's to come next week. Oh, I'm so rushed. I'm so pushed for time. Thank you everyone for being here though. Oh, we're gonna have Monarch Thrifty the Fourth, the Investor, next week. Alrighty. Let's have a little look. Who else is streaming? Thanks for hosting the game. You may go now. Thank you. Yes. Let's go say hello to Chibi. Thank you. Who was that? Goodbye Teeny. Goodbye to Mero. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye Wandering Chatter as well. Wait, hello to Wandering Chatter. Let's go raid Chibi. Enoch, goodbye. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye Annette. Thank you for being here. Goodbye to Wanderer. Zefnik, goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, Sunday again, we'll return for Monarch Thrifty the Fourth. I'll try not to cock it up. Have a good one, everyone.